Welcome back to the Dirty 20 Dungeons and Dragons Adventure!
I am Horgarn of Breeze. Approve this message.
And Horgarn of Breeze approves this message. As he just defeated the Orc War Chief, and we found out that Jocasta did indeed come down and steal his soul with an amulet. What will our heroes do next? Find out right now.
Right now, right this second. Keep on listening.
Keep on listening. Okay, so you guys do release the captives, and Kalsifer begins to talk to himself.
Yes, I talked to myself. How are you doing, Kalsifer? Oh, I'm doing pretty good. That's not too bad. That was a pretty fun battle. Well, let's talk to Erebos now. Okay, sounds great. Hey, Erebos!
Jeez.
Erebos, what the heck was that amulet?
That amulet is a prized possession that I once was tasked to get. It steals the souls of its victims.
I saw that. How am I supposed to defeat this woman and give you her soul if she has something like that? I can't defend against that.
Nobody can, except for a few people.
Nobody can except for a few people. As vague as always, Erebos.
It's how I roll.
Erebos, I have a question for you, and it's been kind of gnawing at me for a little while. The Staff of Anepis, the Sword of Durandal, the World Ender, and this other bow, I'm assuming is going to also be the same thing, the Bow of Elune. They have all so far been from the great heroes. And each one of us that have obtained these weapons have been able to speak to a great hero. Except for maybe with mine and speaking with you. I have a question. And I want to earn your trust, but I also want to know the truth. Did you make a pact with the previous hero? Or are you the previous hero of this sword?
There's a slight, not slight, there's a bit of a silence as he does not answer. He does appear before you, and like he's not there physically, but a spirit visage of himself does appear before you.
Dead Jedi.
Sort of, yeah, something along the lines of a Force ghost. But only you can see him, and then you for those of you that do have deity weapons, do see him as well. As the other two, there are two more personages that form right next to him.
Oh, it's like Harry Potter's dead parent.
No one cares about Harry Potter.
Obi-Wan Kenobi, your only hope.
But Erebos does say, he says to you,
I am the previous owner of this weapon. We were heroes in our own time, and in our own way.
the other two personages do begin to talk to Erebos. You guys each see, those of you that have weapons can see this. Spiritual weapons can see this. As the human-looking male with the multicolored eyes and different looking armor and stuff, he says to Erebos, "It is good to see you once again, my old friend. We had lost contact. Yes, it's a shame that you got banished, but what can you do when you're not as strong as the rest of us?" And Erebos does chuckle. Erebos does go on to say,
I was there during the Great War as a double agent until I was betrayed by Balthazar.
Is Balthazar the reason you're trapped in the Nine Hells?
That is the reason. I cannot come to this earth until he is defeated.
and there's this brief silent pause. And he says, Erebos says,
In the mountains, there is a vault known as the Vault of the Grim Reaper. My former general was sent there to obtain an amulet for me. Unfortunately, I sent him to his death. Balthazar betrayed us and banished our souls into these weapons.
"Well, us, you're banished in the realms of the Nine Hell," says Xenopus.
I'll kneel and bow a little bit to Balthazar's astral projection. and say,
Wait.
Balthazar?
not Balthazar, sorry. I still have Balthazar
Traitor!
in the head. Still have Balthazar in the head, sorry. Erebos' astral projection and say, thank you for helping us. Each one of you are truly great heroes. How can I help you defeat Balthazar?
I mean, there is the uproar around you, but it seems like there is this moment of silence as people are just kind of they don't see anything, but they're watching you guys just stand there.
Oh, they're doing
Yeah,
whatever.
well,
I'm just
yeah,
conversing.
You're doing your thing, and we'll get to you in a minute. But basically, what ends up happening is Inepis and Durandal do speak up, and they say, specifically starting with Inepis, she says, "There were 2 dwarves that walked with us that day. One of them goes by the name of Pilar. The other one, his name is Torin, although we have not seen them in quite some time, other than Pilar recently, though he does not remember us. Torin, we have no idea where he's at, but he was a bit of a loner. Perhaps if you find him," says the human, Durandal, "perhaps if you find him, he might be able to let you in on whatever it is that happened that day. But until then, we don't even know how to defeat this person." Yeah, well. And then Erebos says,
My agents have been scouting this realm. Find the vault. Search the clues. There may be something left.
and then they all just kind of fizzle out.
Oh, I saw that, right? I
Yeah,
heard all
yeah.
that.
Yep.
Her mind is blown.
I am so confused.
Okay, blown in confusion bits.
If Balthazar was a bad guy, let's say, why would he send us on quests to find these weapons that are helping us?
I guess that's something only Torin will be able to tell us. I say we try finding him. What do you think, Hesken?
You do see this, by the way.
Yeah, I'm not an algorithm.
I was just waiting for you to go.
Were these also the people that were in the last room of the Adventurers Hall?
No.
Or they were different?
Adventurers all? What do you mean?
With
At the very
Kaiser?
end with Kaiser?
Roll a history check.
Oh, I think it was.
History was 10.
15, 16.
Natural 20.
Nice. And give yourself inspiration.
I already have it.
You're going to be disappointed.
No, so these are not the heroes that were in Kaiser's Hall.
Okay.
The ones that were in Kaiser Hall at the very end of his vault were different heroes that were in his world
Gotcha.
Okay.
when he was sent on a mission by Balthazar.
Mm. Other heroes.
And then the realization that Kaiser was right all along.
Those of you that rolled higher than a 10 know that Durandal, Inepis, and Elune were 3 heroes during the Great War.
Okay, so Erebos used to be one of these heroes as well. I'm guessing named Valen. And then he got banished, basically, to hell.
I doubt Erebos went by any other name. He's too prideful for that. But
So
maybe
it was-
Valen was just a nickname that others gave him.
I'm just so confused right now.
Like I said, I think Torin, if we can try to find Torin, wherever he is, he might have some answers for us.
I want to find all my stuff too, because
Yes, at this point in time, there is several orcs coming out with their armor and stuff.
It's like, bring us our stuff!
But there is an elderly-looking orc that is black with the white face paint.
Is it the same?
Different one, but it's an older
We're
one.
gonna stick it to his face.
And what ends up happening is he says, "That was a very well fought match indeed. Quite impressive to be able to take down the strongest war chief around.
No, while he was cheating too. Indeed,
I believe-
most indeedingly.
I believe many of us have seen that, which is why people started throwing stuff into the arena.
Yep.
Here are your weapons and your armors.
Thank you.
thank you.
You're welcome."
What happens now with Horgarn?
Yeah. So yeah, I'm the I am the Grand War Chief now. Correcto, expresso.
Yes,
Cucamongo?
you are.
That's right.
Whatever you just want us to do, we will do it.
Well, it'll be great to have information. Why was this war chief? No, why did the previous war chief gather everyone together to make war on Karn and whoever else?
For victory and spoil. But he was talking to Jocasta Nu. She had in mind of gathering souls
For
whoever is her master.
Remember, Erebos has... I'm whispering this to him, by the way.
Yeah.
Remember, Erebos has me doing the same thing. If she's gathering souls, she's gathering it for some form of demon or devil.
That's again, Erebos.
Each one of them are all against each other.
Oh, and and so this elder orc doesn't know anything about the demons or.
The only thing he knows, he's dabbled in necromancy, dark magic, so he knows of devils and demons, but he does not know what's been going on as far as behind the scenes. So, in their orc war camp, there's no devils at all. It's just orcs.
As they're talking to the orcs, the Helga, Henka is treating the wounds of the shapeshifters.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, I have to actually.
You just heal them, but if that's what you're doing, then that's fine.
Yeah. She brought potions. And
Yep,
stuff.
that's fine. They drink it up as they are tending to their wounds.
Let us all go into the main hall or the war chief's conference room or whatever. Let's get out of this pit. Let's all sit down.
Yeah, he taps his staff and a black portal opens up and you can see. It's clear, you can see on the other side, but it's just black. But you can still see on the other side. There, it looks like a throne chair, and it looks like where you guys were taken into.
Okay, is there more of a private room, a private warlord big gold room that we can all just sit down and talk?
I think that's it.
Or that's just it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nobody comes in without permission from the war chief.
The lineage breaker.
The lineage breaker.
All right, let's go in there and talk, and let's get all cozy.
You guys all step through? Yay, nay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she will.
Yep. So as you guys walk through, you find yourself right into where you guys had appeared before, where you were taken up to at the very top of this spire, this tower, basically. And there's the chair. There's a war table. The throne chair. There's the war table off to the side.
You can see the arena in the background.
The arena in the background.
I take a moment to sit in the chair.
Yeah. And then
it's all mine.
She's going to walk over to the wall and lean to the side while cleaning each of her arrows.
Yep. Sounds good.
Alright, well, let's talk. Let's gather and share some information. So, first off, let's go off with the shapeshifters and my mother. What happened? What's been going on?
The one, that kind of leader-looking one, or what you would assume is the leader, he says, "We were ambushed, my lord. We could not get back in time to report the massive amount of army that had been coming, and many that had been sent around towards the southern continent."
Southern continent?
Correct.
Across the sea?
Correct. Many of the forces have gone there on order from the previous war chief, as well as by Jocasta Nu.
For what? Conquest, but for what specifically? Do you know?
We do not know. We were ambushed while we were attempting to spy.
So it's going past the Elven Kingdom, or they're on boats going to?
They're going on boats.
South. Same way
They're going on.
Slavers were going.
Correct.
Dear old mother, how are you? What's happening? What has happened?
Are you okay?
Are you okay? Do you know anything else of what's been going on? Because we came in Karn a couple days ago.
Yeah,
this mess.
So she looks like she has not slept in almost about a week, 3-4 days. She's pretty exhausted looking. dark circles under her eyes. Very simply, she just says, "My sister betrayed us.
Do you know where Dad's at?
When I had overheard, he was taken across the sea."
And across the sea. Shoots. For what? Any purpose, do you know?
Could be anything. Knowing my sister, it's probably something to do with these devils.
Sounds good. Alright, so you three weirdos.
She passes out. She, falls down tired.
Okay. Take her to the finest bed. Let her
Yeah,
rest
they
in peace.
take her.
And you three weirdos. What you guys been talking about?
Us?
Us.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Because we were kind of talking to ourselves for a while.
Yeah. That's why I said you three weirdos.
I forgot you couldn't see that.
I thought they were just crazy.
Yeah, we like that happens sometimes.
Well, we saw
It's interesting. I'm
personages.
normally the only one that seems crazy.
Yeah, that's true. We saw personages of Anepis, Durandal, and Erebos all together,
Communicating with each other.
talking with each other.
Erebos was one of the previous heroes.
Oh, so he's not a demon general?
Devil,
whatever.
He
Demon,
was.
devil.
But he was also a spy. He was part of the heroes, sent to spy on them. And he was betrayed by Balthazar and banished to the 9 hells.
Like, as he says this, since I'm drinking out of a cup, I do this. Balthazar?
Balthazar.
Man, that's helping us.
Balthazar also banished each one of the previous heroes, Anepis and Durandal, to their weapons.
That sounds about right.
Well, how come they're just saying this now?
We didn't ask
Sometimes
them.
we have to ask in order to figure out things.
Did they not see Balthazar when we were with him? And
They can't really see anything. I mean, they're sentient in the sense they know what's going on around them, but they don't see anything. So, if Balthazar is talking, it's not necessarily Balthazar that they're hearing.
He could be sounding different than they're used to.
From what they remember.
And be careful what you say out loud. Balthazar likes to eavesdrop.
What is your dealings with Balthazar? What is your purpose with us?
My purpose here is to keep a agreement made.
You guys remember the agreement?
Oh.
It wasn't with you
Did
guys.
we make an agreement with her?
Oh, she didn't.
I didn't. No, I did not pop the question with her. Or it, him, whatever. It's been changing around.
No, it's always been a girl.
Yeah. I don't know. That shifty disguise change, you know. Him, her, it. Kazar. You, Kazar.
She looks offended by that.
Hey, he's at your place all the time, and you. Looks like he adorns you. So I'm. You know.
Well,
Are
basically.
guys
you
are
saying that he plays with himself?
Like you guys are
Okay.
pretty buddy buds.
Whoa.
We'll edit that out. Edit that out.
Oh, it's in there.
Basically, we learned that we need to find a dwarf, Torin, right?
Torrin. But apparently Pilar was also involved. I'm curious as to why he doesn't remember.
We need to find him, too.
Yeah, he's missing.
She pulls out a scroll and starts writing stuff down.
Okay.
Okay, well that's
So-
interesting. Well, Pilar is. I mean, he's not all there to begin with, so.
But we need to find Torin and Plar. Ask them about Balthazar.
They did mention the tomb of the Grim Reaper. I still have the map. I'll reach in.
It's the same tomb?
Yeah, I just don't have the key, remember? I reach in and I'll pull out the map and
That's
I'll
the
put
one
it
that
down.
we were going to in the mountains.
When we found...
Yes.
Above
Your city.
Lanatat. So above Lanatat, and then Lanatat happened, and then we
And-
just stopped.
We can even see it on the map.
Yeah.
We can even see it on the map that the tomb is very close to Lanatat.
Okay, out of character. Where did you get that map from?
From
Kazar.
Kazar.
You are aware. Shall I tell him?
No,
Okay.
don't worry.
Okay.
What?
Okay. Back in character.
I hate you, Victor. If you're screwing with me again, I'm gonna kick your butt.
Okay,
Alright, so we got Torin, Pilar, Balthasar,
Yeah,
the bad
the
guy.
one you
man.
have doesn't have, but it has a vault on it, but it's not in the location where it was 150 years. If that makes sense. During your one shot. It's a fake map.
I know what you're implying, but my character's not going to know that. And
Yeah.
I just told my friends that.
Yeah,
it
I
was...
know.
Well, guys, we're not entirely sure, so we can't take anything Victor says to heart.
Or seriously.
Useless
Or,
god.
or useful.
I never said that. That's what they said.
You didn't watch our previous videos?
No, it's in the other recording. Oh, I said that? Did I say that?
You did.
I did
You
not
did.
say that.
Oh, you did, Horgarn.
You said what about Kaiser?
Oh.
Okay,
We're out of character, so...
Alright,
No, I'm joking.
Continue.
Well, I mean, like you said, Kaiser does not help, so...
Who's the
Therefore, he is
other-
not useful.
Hey, Erebos,
Yes.
is this map, does it show where that tomb is?
I agree, he's talking to himself again.
No, it does not.
Can you show me where it is?
You see,
There.
you see a hand, and it points a bit of ways away, kind of up in the area where it was.
And I'll mark it on the
Yeah.
map.
And
Solve that problem.
he says to you, well, I was going to bring it up, but I didn't want to. I wanted to see if you would,
What? Ask him?
ask him, yeah.
Yes.
Erebos does say to you,
Whether or not my fortress is still there is a different subject.
Does it move?
It could have been destroyed in the battle that took place.
You told us to look for clues. If it's still there and it doesn't move, we can try to find clues.
I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
You know, that's very creepy.
You get used to it.
I'd rather not.
so it's marked on your map as far as where this vault was located at.
Hesken, what were you going to say?
Oh, I was just asking what the other dwarf's name was.
Torin.
So, you guys want to go to the vault then?
The what?
The vault.
The Reaper Vault.
The Vault of the Reaper.
Do you think we should find Torin and Pilar first?
If you would like, I will go out and search for evidence of where Torin may lie.
So that we can go to the vault and you can find Torin.
If that's what you prefer.
What about Pilar?
Who?
Pilar? The dwarf that was with us.
Oh yes, the short one.
Yes, the short.
That's usually what dwarf means. Short of stature.
I will try to look for him as well if you would like.
You hit on her and then insult her.
I didn't hit on him. Did I hit him?
Yes.
I don't think I did.
I'll keep a note of that.
Yes.
she will remember that. Perhaps.
Women remember everything.
It's like in some of those games, she will remember those remarks.
Yes,
Walking
we would like
Dead
you to find
series.
Pilar too.
She'll write something down. All right. Is there anything else you might want me to look into while I'm out?
Any requests?
Elun's bow. Any idea whether that's at?
Do you know what this coin is?
Which she
Kaiser gave me.
she reached her hand out.
I put it in her hand.
She looks kind of confused, and then she'll pull out a wand, flick it a bit. That's weird. That's really weird. She puts the wand away and hands it back to you. It has no magic, but yet it has magic on it. It's weird. It has necrotic magic to it, but it has no spells, no incantations, no enchantments, nothing.
Because Kaiser
But-
said, try not to use it. But I don't know what.
Actually, he said do not spend it.
Oh, he said do not use it, and then use it as a good luck charm.
Yeah, use it as a good luck charm.
Okay. You were asking about Elun's bow?
Yeah.
Did not get an answer.
Or
That cool.
yeah, oh yeah.
Well, you got some information.
Some information, yeah.
Necrotic magic.
Any
Can I
idea?
do like a Arcana check for it? what it means, what it is?
You don't know what necrotic magic is?
Well, it's a black magic, isn't it?
It's dark magic that relies with death.
Okay, that's what I thought. Just wanted to check. Okay,
So
sorry.
necromancy. Necrotic, I guess.
It eats away at the body if it is alive.
Do you know where Loon's bow is?
I've been learning more about this world, but I've never heard about this bow before.
Alright.
If you would like, I could do some research besides hunting down the dwarves, but that might take me longer.
Did we find the dwarves first? Is that
I'm
okay?
gonna find the doors first.
Find the doors.
Yeah.
She'll nod, finish what she was writing in her scroll, roll it up, and put it into her bag.
Okay.
Does the Elder Orc know of Loon's bow?
He says, Jocasta knew was looking for a legendary weapon. Whether or not she found it, I do not know. But she did mention something about across the sea.
Across the sea, like everything's across the sea. Legendary weapon, my father, the Orc army, or what was that?
The bad guys.
The bad guys.
Well, now
This
you are
trading
technically
company
in
has
charge not only of Karn, but also of all of the orcs.
So are these orcs from their own orc village, or are they just nomadic?
Their own
War
tribes.
So they're nomadic war tribes.
Well, he says some of us are nomadic. Most of us have a place of residency within the mountains or within the forests. We all hail from different parts in the north.
So do you want to separate them out? Do you want to keep them all together?
Our brown brethren hail from the south continent.
Do you want them to live in Karn?
I think there's gonna be a lot of
Thousand.
issues if they live in Karn. Well, if the brown orcs are from the southern continent, why are the orcs going to the southern? Why is this orc army going to the southern continent?
Why are they going to the southern continent?
Yeah,
He doesn't know.
I guess the orc chief does not share his plans loftily.
Yeah, they only receive orders and they follow it.
Is there?
No one questions the strong.
That's right. That is right. Ha 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 ha. Wait, so, but Erebos is a devil, right?
Mm-hmm.
So wouldn't he be a bad guy? I mean, he's a hero, but he's a devil. How's
Not
that
all
work?
tieflings are bad.
I guess that's true. So he's a
For
good
bad
devil.
guy.
He's a
Bad
chaotic
guy.
good devil.
Chaotic neutral. Chaotic good.
What's the did he mention what was in the vault?
No, he did not. He just said that they between the three of them, they said that there were clues. Like that's where they went.
Okay.
He did.
Why do we
say-
need to go into the vault? Are we vault hunters now in the land of Pandora?
May I make a suggestion?
Then suggest a way.
You said that he said look for clues for what exactly?
He did not specify. He said to look for clues.
Well, from the sounds of what the elder orc says, and from the fact that a family member is probably in the same location, maybe you guys should go across the sea.
First?
Yes.
Seems like a lot of things have been going across the sea.
Yeah, there's a whole army over there.
I would agree, but at the same time, going across the sea would mean that we do not come back to this continent and would not be able to search this vault for a long time.
Yeah, how
Fair
long will it
point.
take to cross the sea?
Where are you at on that? Or where?
We're
You guys are currently in more towards the
East, west.
northwestern area,
we're about here.
and where's
About here? I didn't put the orc camp.
and okay, and where's the vault?
Orc encampment is
It's over the mountains.
northeast, right?
Yeah.
So you would
orc encampment's about here, and the vault is over here.
yeah, you would be probably 3-4 day ride
To the vault.
to the vault,
And we'd have to
What
pass
about-
through the mountains.
and that would be through the mountains.
What about how long would it take us to go across the sea to get where they
It would take you like a day to get to the southern
Oh.
continent.
What? Really?
Yeah, a couple days. It's not like the continent's far, but with right now the wind and a sudden change in the ocean current, if you get my drift with giants,
So it's a 1-day boat ride?
So it'd be like a 2-day boat ride. Because right now there's a good wind blowing.
That's like a sea river.
Yeah, it's blowing pretty hard.
And with
Maybe
God's
we can go
luck.
talk to them.
Right.
And maybe on our way there.
And
we can talk.
the blizzard storm is coming down really hard too. I mean,
Blizzard storm?
right now it seems like the times and the weather is changing pretty fast due to the recent arrival of giants into the world. Or I should say more abundance of giants in the world.
And maybe on our way to the southern continent, we can swing by those storm giants and maybe talk to them about.
Is
What's going
the
on?
southern continent like just down, or is it actually across the sea?
So the southern continent, it's across the sea, but it's like
Or towards the west.
yeah. So the best way to think about it would be almost like going from from North America, where Alaska is, to Russia, right? So like it's across the sea.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really not that far apart. It would be a few days ride on without a good wind.
So it'd be more of the western continent.
Right. But it's but in this one, it's on our world. It's a southwest. So like you would go west and then you could go south at the same time.
It might take
So
longer
it's
to
more
get
like
back,
this.
but
Right. Like
So it's more- so
right.
We're at the bottom of the continent. So
Correct.
It's more like that.
Correct. And there is a current. So if you travel with the current, you're gonna go fast.
Yeah.
But if you're riding against the current, it might take you longer.
gotta go fast.
So it would only take you about a day, maybe 2 days, and that's assuming you don't come across any problems.
Who speaks giant? Doesn't somebody speak giant?
I
That's
do.
why I want to go talk to the giants too. Since they're,
Yes, but I'm not going to be
Natural.
joining you guys.
since they're natural.
But Horgarn does as well.
I speak giants. Giants speaks like this.
I think that's a good idea, Hesken. Especially
like
if
how
we're
well
gonna
she
go
says-
across, then why not just talk to them, see why they're here?
And if they can help us in this
Yeah, they might be able to help us get there faster.
war.
Well, sounds like a good idea. All signs point to across the sea.
Okay, so you want to go across the sea,
Sure. Sounds like a good idea.
Kalsifer?
Or do you still want to go to the vault?
I still would like to go to the vault, but at the same time, have the previous heroes been to that vault? If they have, then maybe any clues that are there they've already seen. Maybe we can ask them, and we don't have to go to the vault.
Okay.
Well, even though that's Erebos' vault, wouldn't he know everything? And he still asked you to look for clues?
He sent people there.
Oh, he said he did.
Maybe he sent Inepis. Is it Inepis or Inepis?
Inepis.
Inepis? Inepis and Durandal.
Well, how about we all speak to our weapons real quick?
Yeah, you guys.
Again.
And see if we can cut some time.
Well, mine and Jake's is pretty much instant, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, all of it's pretty instant, but yeah.
Okay.
If they're gonna do that, can I ask? I want to ask the Elder Orc to see if they have any unique items or weapons or armor.
So you're going shopping there.
Yeah.
Procurement.
He says I would have to look at our armory to see what we have, War Chief.
Oh yeah, you can get free stuff.
The
now.
lineage
Yeah.
breakup.
I get free stuff at Corn. I get free stuff here.
It may take us a little time, but we will see what we can find for you.
I thought you wanted to set it up so that way the orcs and Karn were going to be able to trade.
Yes, they will. Yes, they will. They
Stuff
will. But I'm just gonna.
Except for the stuff I want.
Except for the stuff I want. Except for the useful stuff.
All right, so he's gonna go take a look.
And then you guys do your thing.
What are you doing?
She is going to be sending a dimensional letter.
Okay. The little portal opens up, sending it through, and it closes.
Now I just have to wait for my clan to show up.
Okay. We'll go boom, 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 starting left to right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I say Nepis.
Yes.
Tell me more about this vault of the Grim Reaper.
Well, that's been 150 years ago. The last thing that I really remember was being sent there by Balthazar, and four people were sent to back us up. And there was something about There is something to do about a mural on the wall in regards to two armies, and at the very end there appeared to be a giant devil of some kind or demon ripping the world apart.
Do you know the demon's or devil's name?
Unfortunately, I do not. Pilar might know, as he was the only one that was able to read the inscription on the wall.
Was it Dwarvish?
No, it was in some type of ancient writing I had never seen before.
And you say Balthazar sent you.
Correct. We were called heroes in his terminology.
And who was with you?
Durandal, Torin, Ilun, Pilar, and someone named Coin and Nathano Elok.
Okay.
I can never really remember. I just remember the barbarian was really dumb.
And did you find any clues while you were there?
Other than the mural on the wall, there was a treasure vault there. Lots of treasure. The amulet we were sent to find was there, but that was about it.
And who did you take the amulet?
We did not. We were busy dealing with the general of sorts.
What general?
He went by the name Zephyr. Zephyr Void, I believe.
And where did he come from? Why was he there?
Searching for the amulet, or so we were told.
But he was not with you.
No, we were the ones sent to get it from him. Or from the vault near his place.
Do you know who sent him?
Well, we assumed it was Erebos, as it was his lackey, after all. But then again, Erebos was a double agent for us.
So Erebos worked for you and was spying on the devils?
Correct. But that was all 150 years ago. Seemed like a lifetime or two ago.
So do you trust Erebos?
I don't see why not. He hasn't given me a reason not to.
But you do not trust Balthazar?
Well, I never met Balthazar after that incident. I mean, I did years later, but I don't remember the outcome. Erebos says we shouldn't trust him, and I can only really go by his word.
Do you know why Balthazar might have sent us to find you? To find your weapon?
Probably because I'm amazing, obviously.
Well, of course you are. But why Balthazar? Why would Balthazar send us?
Maybe he intends to free us. I don't know. I can never understand the works of other wizards other than myself. Especially ones that are pretty ancient looking, I guess. Random. I don't know how you would call him. He has an air of mystery about him.
Oh, so confused on what to do.
Sometimes we have to make a choice and stick by it. Everyone has a path and a part to play. Or so I've been told. I don't know. It's just something I heard.
Thank you, Nippus. I will come to you again if I have any more questions.
Oh, yeah, well, I can't go anywhere, so I'm always here.
Thank you, Nippus.
And she fizzled out.
She came back?
Yep.
Well, you never leave, but you know what I mean. You're back in your...
Yeah, but it's pretty fast. It's like I'm not really gone. Really,
right. You're not gone. You're there. It's just like you
gloss
kind of
over
gloss
for a
over. Yeah.
For like a second, though, right?
Like 30 seconds. It's like, hey, are you there? Hello.
Okay.
She's now blinking now.
Yeah.
There was a fly car walking around her eyes.
Gross.
So, what did Inepo say?
She said she was sent to the vault by Balthazar with Ilun, Durandal, Torin, Plar. What's the other one?
Nathano, Elok.
Nathano, Elok, and Coin.
I've never heard of them.
Coin? Such a dumb name.
Ouch.
And she said...
I don't know why, but my arm just reached out and slapped you.
I'm on the high throne. Coin,
and she said that while
must have had a mother of a Goliath.
She said that they were sent there to retrieve the amulet.
I wonder if it's the same amulet.
Yes. I believe it was the same amulet. I forgot her name.
She goes by two names, apparently. I called her Jesug. I guess her full name is Jocastanu.
Okay. Jocastanu.
Could be a new name she's taking on.
Was there anything else important that they might have seen in the vault?
Yes. So there was a mural depicting 2 armies, basically, in battle. And oh, I'm glad we
You gotta
record.
remember.
I'm so glad we record.
I can help you. You can roll a history check to see if you can remember.
It was like 2 seconds ago.
Oh man.
Oh my
A
goodness.
history or
Or
intelligence?
intelligence. Yeah, intelligence to remember. See if you can remember. Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh, I'm so embarrassed. No, it was.
Apparently it was a -1.
It was like the It was.
You said there were 2 armies.
Yes, there's 2 armies, and there was a devil that was basically taking over. No.
You're the one telling us. I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna talk to Oedipus again.
Well, why don't we
Hey,
have
English.
And then you see
What's
her
going
just
on?
immediately.
why don't we have Hesken ask Durandal about the mural? If Durandal was there, maybe he remembers something more about this mural. Mural.
I feel really dumb. Oh my goodness.
Would you like to, Durandal, would you like to speak to
Yes. I'd like to speak to Randall, please.
Blood of my blood? It is good to see you in person.
It's good to see you too. I'd like to ask you some questions.
I am always here whenever you need help. You know that.
We mentioned a vault earlier.
Yes.
Are there-
There was a vault.
And in this vault there was a mural.
That is correct.
Do you remember anything from that? What it depicted?
The one thing that I think I could really remember or make out was the fact that there appeared to be a person. I couldn't quite really make out of it, but it looked like a wizard with 2 faces. One of them looked very kindly and gentle, and the other one looked demonic or devil-like in nature. But that was really all that I remember. I do remember the second room, though. That was a doozy.
What was in
Pretty
the second,
intense.
What was in the second room?
I was a king, leading troops into battle against black soldiers. But the second room, yeah, that was a doozy. Pretty fun.
Oh, what was in the second room? You were describing that you were...
Looked like there were
A king.
soldiers on the opposite side, 2 men on horses, 2 castle-like structures, and a queen and king on the other side.
Sounds like some sort of a game.
No,
I wouldn't be saying this because obviously I can't hear him.
it was intense. Pretty fun.
There was a slip and slide.
That's really all that I remember.
Was it a battle, or you just like won't go in there and you see this and that's it?
No, we took on the forms of certain roles, and we fought our way through.
Okay. Forms as in how? How was in forms?
Our soldiers were in the front fighting the other soldiers. The horses went around charging.
Oh, okay. I thought you had to take form.
But they could, only move certain amount of spaces on this board-like structure.
Oh. I gotcha. Oh, wow. Okay. Is there anything else you could tell me about the vault?
There was a lot of treasure inside.
Okay, a lot of treasure?
Yes, a lot of treasure.
I would think so, because it was a vault. Anything else? Anything you could think of?
No, there was a butler there.
Butler?
Yeah, inside the vault. But that's all I really remember.
What was the butler doing?
I don't know. It was just there. It's been 150 years.
Right, I get it.
It was bowling.
It was doing... Looked like it might have been sleeping before we disturbed it.
Alright, thank you very much, John.
Ah, thank you, blood of my blood.
Face back in. So, what did Durandal say?
He said that there was a wizard with 2 faces in the mural. One evil, one good.
and there was a second room that was essentially a chessboard. I'm not sure if that's a word that they use in this time. It was.
I've never heard of a chessboard, but you can call it a chessboard.
It's a dragon.
You can coin
There's
it.
a dragon chessboard.
Well, yeah, that's right. You're right. There is a dragon
Yeah.
chess, so they would know of chess, but Durandal's never played chess.
There
He
were,
doesn't even know what it is.
so yeah, so essentially a chessboard, since we know what it is. And he said there was a butler of some kind that they awoke in, and that's it in the vault. He didn't.
That's
say
rather
anything.
strange bit of information.
Yeah.
Why would that be a butler then?
As you are talking, she's writing more stuff down.
She's a spy, man. Come on, let's eat your dead meat, kitty.
Oliver and Company.
She's now glaring at you.
What
Did
did
I? Somehow I think Kazar got me to talk like that. Man, I'm so sorry. You know, you never know, gods these days. What they'll do. to you.
She is now getting a little worried about you.
She'd be worried about me.
So, I've already spoken to Erebos previously, and he was not there in the vault. So all that information that we've just gained about a mural and everything on there sounds like the information he wanted us to find. I'm curious, especially about that person he saw on the mural. A wizard.
Could it be Balthazar?
Ooh,
Could be.
a wizard with
Right,
two
so-
faces. One being good, one
He
being
always
evil.
wears a mask.
What's under the mask?
Yeah, he does.
Well, I think we should be careful treading forward and not just fully trusting Balthazar.
Alright.
Isn't that what Kaiser said in the vault?
Yes, I don't listen to Kaiser unless I have to.
We like to get our own information. Kaiser.
I don't know, Kazar's not.
I'm not Kaiser.
Kazar's not been very straightforward with us either, so
So,
he's a Ayuta of Balthazar.
Very wishy
I see.
we don't have to go to the vault. I would still like to go there at another time if possible. But your father does take precedence over a vault.
A vault full of. Well, what's in the vault, actually?
We don't know.
Well, besides loads and loads of treasure.
Which is
It's so
possibly
Father
gone.
or treasure.
Really, Horgarn?
If he was in my position, would he go for me or for treasure?
I hope he would go for you.
And the reason I think that the treasure isn't gone is because that woman that attacked us was trying to get the key to enter it.
A key.
But we don't have that key. All we now know
What do
is
you
the
know
map.
about the key?
What key?
Do we still have a key?
The only
skeleton
person that
key?
has the key would be Victor, I believe.
As far as you know.
Oh, that skeleton key
Yes.
that Victor still has.
Which he doesn't know where it goes to.
Oh,
Maybe he
I'm
does.
sure he knows where it goes to. But remember, his goal was not to send us to that vault. It was actually to lead you to land in death.
Okay, so we're agreed we're going to go across the sea.
Well, what are we going to do with all these orcs? Are you going to establish some form of peace? Because if you leave, the strongest orc can no longer be charged or challenged, which means that somebody else is going to try to take your place.
Oh, they'll still have to challenge me. They're just gonna have to find me. But no, yeah, there will be peace. There will be trade relations. There will be no war or skirmishes or battle. But there may be a grand war
A what?
between good and evil, and this war tribe will partake in it and have its glory upon battle. If that happens.
And we'll call it World War III.
The several orcs that are in the room perk up at this.
But
They perk up at this and they kind of.
But it's not with Karn. It is not with anyone. It will be a different time. It's not with Karn. But
Still
this
like
battle
they're
will be
deflated.
much grander.
Those are some nice faces you're making, Theo.
It's like, huh?
Ah.
Yeah,
Glory.
they seem pretty.
Murder.
They seem pretty interested. How long will this take before this war starts?
I do not know. but it could be against Castanu and her army, or whatever,
Think of it like this, which I'm not sure if you've had it or not, but a fine wine often takes time to ferment. And become nasty.
What? What is he even talking about?
Orcs don't drink wine.
She starts to speak in Orc, saying, "A good battle is much deserved as you wait."
Fine, we'll wait. We've been sitting here for the last couple weeks anyways. Sure, a couple more weeks or months can't hurt.
But hey, on the bright side, you can now do trade relations with Karn if you do it peacefully.
Well, we don't know how to deal with them. Maybe we'll try something. We like taking stuff.
What about your half-orc, half-elven friend? He would be able to have some form of relations, and he would be able to communicate in both sides.
Or your mother.
Or your mother.
Both.
Heck, both.
She would be a good my mom would be a good candidate to run the orc camp.
Yeah, or at least also help with trade.
Yeah, and also help with trade. So, she's definitely the perfect candidate. And, I believe when we left Karn, there was, the big old commander guy.
Correct.
He can, look over Karn for a little while. For a little while. It's not like we're going to be gone for a month. So I think that'll be good. Yeah. Do we have an accord?
We need a boat.
We do need a boat.
And I don't want to paddle.
We can open a gate for you.
What?
You're going to teleport us across?
We can open a gate. It's not necessarily teleport, but it's similar.
Talking about a water gate?
To the other continent?
We have sorcerers that can do that.
We mostly use stars with it, though.
How would we get back?
You'd have to find your own way back.
Boat to get back, I guess.
Or as well. Well, we do need to stop by the storm giants.
But do we want to stop by?
If we wanted to talk to them.
Do we want to stop by? Do we want to talk to the storm giants on our way there or on our way back?
Probably on our way there because
It would
the
be
whole
better.
army is on the southern continent.
Okay. Well, then we'll probably then
Four of us
doing
will
a
waltz in there.
then do a portal jump to the other side. Probably not feasible then if we want to do that because we have to take a boat. We have to talk to them.
We're going.
Does I think my family has a boat, right?
They do.
My family has a boat.
They would have a whole giant
Yeah,
trade ship armada.
Yeah, that's true. We could just use one of the boats. One of my company's boats.
Alright, so we're gonna go back to Breeze. Or Karn.
And get the breeze boats.
Get the Breeze boats.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
So with that, are you?
Can we take a long rest?
Yeah.
Before we
Yes.
go?
Yeah. You can take a long rest.
Take a long rest and then start our journey on the next day. On the next time on Dungeons and Dragons, we will go forth to the other side of the continent and rescue Horgarn's father and talk to the storm giants and have a good old jolly pirate time raiding other. We'll be good. We're good heroes, yeah. But next time, for on the Dirty 20, stick around or whatnot and keep listening to us. Check out our Facebook page, like and subscribe, and have a good old time. Thank you.
As we
Thank
ramble
you.
on.
That was a very long outro.
I know, that's the purpose. Ha 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 ha.
The lineage breaker of who?
I am Horgarn of Breeze, the lineage breaker, and I approve of this D&D episode.